Take a moment right now, before asking for anything, before thinking about what is wrong. Begin by thanking God. Thank Him for your life, not the perfect parts, just the real ones. Thank Him for the days you made it through quietly. Thank Him for protection you noticed and protection you didn't. Thank Him for strength that carried you when you were tired. Let your gratitude be honest. You don't need fancy words. Just thank Him in your own way. Now pause and ask God for forgiveness. Speak to Him about the things weighing on your conscience, the thoughts you've returned to too often, the attitudes you've held on to, the moments you knew better but chose otherwise. Ask Him to forgive you, not with fear, but with trust. Release guilt you've been carrying longer than necessary. Let mercy meet you where you are. Now go deeper. Bring before God the areas of your life that feel unsettled. Pray about your finances, the pressure, the uncertainty, the decisions ahead. Pray about your health, your body, your strength, your peace of mind. Pray about your relationships, the ones that are strained, confusing, or distant. Talk to God about the stress you don't always talk about, the worries you hide behind strength, the questions you ask yourself late at night. Ask Him for clarity where you feel unsure. Ask Him for direction where choices feel heavy. Ask Him for peace where your mind feels crowded. Now pray for strength. Strength to keep showing up. Strength to make wise decisions. Strength to let go of what is draining you. Strength to trust God even when answers take time. Pray for protection over your mind, your home,
Stay
your
there
path.
for a moment. Don't rush to the next thing. Let the noise around you fade, even if it's still present. You don't need perfect silence, just awareness. Now, gently shift your focus. Bring before God the parts of your life you've learned to manage on your own, the responsibilities you carry without complaint, the areas where you say, "I'll handle it," even when you're tired. Talk to God about those areas now. Speak honestly about the pressure. About the expectations placed on you. About the weight of always having to be strong, capable, dependable. You don't need to minimize it. You don't need to exaggerate it. Just tell the truth. Now take a breath. And begin to pray about your future. Not the ideal version of it, but the one that feels uncertain. Pray about the plans that feel delayed, the opportunities you hoped would open by now, the progress that feels slower than you expected. If there's fear attached to tomorrow, name it. If there's excitement mixed with anxiety, bring both. If there's confusion about direction, say so plainly. Ask God for guidance that is clear, not overwhelming, direction that fits your pace, wisdom that settles your heart, not crowds it. Now shift again. Bring your relationships before God. Think about the people closest to you, the ones you love deeply, the ones who matter more than you admit. Pray about the tension that hasn't been resolved, the conversations you keep postponing, the distance that grew quietly. Ask God for understanding, not just for them, but for yourself. Pray for patience where emotions rise quickly. Pray for humility where pride has hardened you. Pray for healing where words have caused wounds. If there is someone you need to forgive, don't force it. Just ask God to begin the work. If there is someone you miss, tell him. If there's someone you're afraid of losing, say it. Now bring your inner life before God. The thoughts that repeat when you're alone, the worries that surface without warning, the memories that return uninvited. Talk to God about your mental and emotional health, about stress that feels constant, about exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. Ask him for peace that reaches deeper than distraction, for calm that isn't dependent on circumstances, for clarity where your mind feels crowded. If anxiety has been a companion, name it. If sadness lingers without explanation, acknowledge it. If you feel numb, say that too. Nothing is too small. Nothing is too complicated. Now pray about your physical body, your strength, your energy, your health. If something feels off, bring it to God. If you're dealing with pain, discomfort, or weakness, talk about it honestly. If you're tired more often than you admit, don't hide it. Ask God for restoration, for balance, for care that reaches both body and mind. Now, pause again and pray about provision. Bring your financial concerns before God, the bills, the responsibilities, the needs that weigh on your mind. Pray about your work, whether it feels fulfilling, stressful, uncertain, or stagnant. Ask God for wisdom in decisions, for discipline in management, for favor where effort alone isn't enough. If you've been worried about stability, say so. If you're carrying silent pressure to provide, acknowledge it. If you're waiting for breakthrough, express the waiting. Now take another breath and pray for protection. Protection over your mind from thoughts that drain hope. Protection over your heart from bitterness, resentment, and fear. Protection over your path from decisions that would pull you away from peace. Ask God to guard what matters to you, to keep you aligned, to guide your steps without rushing you. Now remain still. Let your prayer become personal. This is your space. Stay here as long as you need. Now, let me pray for you. God, I lift every person listening to these words right now. You see where they are sitting. You know what they carried into this moment. Nothing about their life is hidden from you. Meet them where they are, not where they think they should be. For those feeling overwhelmed, bring home. For those feeling uncertain, bring clarity. For those feeling tired, bring rest that goes deeper than sleep. Strengthen the ones who keep going quietly. Comfort the ones who feel unseen. Guide the ones standing at crossroads. Where there's confusion, bring peace. Where there's fear, bring assurance. Where there's delay, bring patience without discouragement. Heal what has been hurting, physically, emotionally, mentally. Restore hope where it has thinned. Renew confidence where doubt has lingered. God, cover their homes, their minds, their decisions. Protect their steps. Order their days. Let them leave this moment lighter than they arrived. Let peace stay longer than these words. Let clarity settle gently. We trust you with what we understand and what we don't. Amen.